Let's do the eager predator. Where's the prime Jarkon?
Do you want me to call for him? Well, where is he? Come on in! How was the drive?
We hired this 18-year-old actress as a decoy, here pretending to be a 12-year-old alone in our undercover
There's the resub
house.
Linux.
The man who's coming to visit her is 29-year-old James Cisneros. His screen name is too graphic to say on television.
No, tell me it,
Almost
Chris.
right off the bat, Cisneros
What is it?
asks an apparent
No.
12-year-old online.
You like sex?
Who doesn't?
Me too. You want to hang out tonight, if you're not busy?
She tells Cisneros that he can't come over now
Damn, thank you
because
for the
her
gift
mother
subs,
is home.
breadcrumbs.
Oh,
and
can you sneak
sunshine.
off late tonight? And we
Holy
can get a
shit, thank
hotel
you.
and I'll drop you off and you sneak back in.
What for?
Sex.
You heard that right. He wants to take someone he thinks is a 12-year-old to a hotel for sex. But the decoy won't budge, so Cisneros gives in and shows up at the
I
house.
really appreciate it. Thank you, breadcrumbs
so I made
and
a
sunshine.
drink. I don't know if you want to try it or not. It's Kool-Aid.
Is this regular Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
And he comes prepared.
She's roofing you. Get out of there, Cisneros.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Where you want to... Is there a place where you want to... Just anywhere?
Doesn't matter.
Why don't you take a taste of the drink there? Please have a seat.
Why?
Have a seat.
No.
I'm Chris Hansen,
Yeah.
and I want to ask you some questions. Please have a seat.
Tell me, what is your screen name? I want to know.
Chill?
Chill.
Yeah.
And who were you here to meet?
Sure. Having a good time?
And how old is she?
I don't know. She never told me.
She never told you.
She never told me.
But as I refresh his memory with his own online chat, Cisneros decides our interview is over.
Let me point something out to you.
I don't know.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dave.
You can't escape Chris Hansen, Cisneros!
To meet kids on the internet.
He's like one of the plagues of Egypt from the old times. You can't escape him. He will haunt you for life.
The Long Beach police take Cisneros to their processing center.
It was just sex. That's it. It wasn't... You don't think about the age.
What?
You just think about doing it.
Sergeant Lee
What?
DeBrabander of the Long Beach Police.
He knows what he did was wrong, but he has this overriding problem in his mind, and he needed to fill that need.
Later,
Ah.
Cisneros pleaded no contest to an attempted lewd act upon a child.
Well, that was easy enough, I guess. Alright, well that was quick. That whole story wrapped itself up in a concise 3 minutes. Thanks to the resub Cougar, the Prime Pig Dot resub Made, Cyber, D's Nuts, and the Prime Bat Boy. I've totally forgot about that, Professor. And sleep well, Kyle. Oh, alright, we'll watch a couple more and then switch. What else haven't we seen? The lookalike predator? Who does he look like? Chris Hansen's clone or something? He comes in there? I don't know which one's the real Chris Hansen and end up arresting the good guy. The 50% predator? Alright, we'll see what that's about. Thanks for the 2 gift subs, Gabe. The resub Ruthless. And the gift sub Big Bird. That's a long screen name.
Hey, you there?
Yeah.
Hang out at the bar for a second. I just stubbed the crap out of my toe and I'm about to bleed all over the carpet. Did you bring the mics?
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Your heart is always in your throat for the first couple, and then, of course, you're anxious. I mean, you're approaching somebody you don't know, and as much as we've researched this person's background, you just never know what's going to happen, and you have to be prepared. So, yeah, you're anxious every time you do it. That never goes away. Did you find the place all right?
You didn't even give him a chance to meet the decoy.
Come on over here for a minute, will you?
I knew that was gonna happen.
You knew what was going to happen. You knew what's this.
Oh, he brought you a present, Chris!
Sit on that stool there, if you would. In Ohio, we saw really for the first time multiple guys say that they had seen
Makes the
one of our
Prime
past
happy.
3 investigations. And it did surprise me.
All right,
Because
fine, I'll try
I'm
it, Anna.
thinking, well, if you saw the previous show, you know, what are you doing here?
Ronell, do you ever watch television? Mm-hmm. Do you ever watch Dateline NBC?
Yeah,
Nobody watches
You've
Dateline
seen this on
NBC.
TV before.
pretty much knew this was gonna happen.
You knew it was going to happen. What made you think that this was in fact going to happen?
Well, 'cause for one, which I think is kind of, is really, you know, is kind of like misleading in a way. But for one, I just knew. I mean, I could tell because of how she just kept trying to see if I was really gonna come, you know.
So you smelled a rat.
Yeah.
But you came anyway.
Yeah.
Why?
Something like that.
Something you did.
You feel sorry for a lot of these guys.
Well,
You know, and
yeah, that was a
especially
bad decision.
If you're talking about somebody who served in the military.
This man knew it was a setup
perhaps in
and
the
still
Iraq
went.
War. And you know, what are you doing here? But then you go back and read the transcript, and you see what was said.
Thanks to resub Bryson.
How it was said.
What do you do for a living, Ronell?
I just got out the military.
You got out of the military. What branch?
Thanks to Prime Skills.
The Navy. And where did you serve in the Navy?
Well, at first I was stationed in Washington.
In Washington.
And been deployed like 2-3 times.
Did you see any action? Did you go to the war?
Yeah, it was the first one there when it first happened.
In Iraq?
Yeah.
What?
Now, as a member of the United States
What?
military,
Why are you?
there's a code of honor.
Thanks to the Tier 1 Razzle. What does this have to do with anything, Chris?
Did you break that code tonight?
I'll say in some ways, yeah.
In some ways, yes.
Yeah. But in other ways, I would say no because I really haven't, you know, actually.
But Ronell, you're a grown man.
Yeah.
Showing up with alcohol to meet a 13-year-old
Well, to be fair, isn't that
girl.
Mike's Hard Lemonade right there?
How does that
It's
look?
not really alcohol, it's just lemon piss.
After you reread that transcript, you feel a little less sorry for these guys.
You say, well, I'm in for whatever. I'm not scary. I don't have no girlfriend. You should be my little mammy. What does that mean?
It was just a little joke that I was trying.
Little joke.
I ain't know if she took it serious or not, but I ain't.
She talks about how she doesn't want to get pregnant. You say, I wouldn't get you pregnant.
Well, that's good. That's a good start.
Brought it up, I didn't.
Yeah, but you're
But
here.
She's the one that brought all that up. She wanted to drink, so I got the alcohol.
If you wanted to have sex...
Break a
I would
bottle over his
okay.
head and
I
run.
know that's what...
Treat it like
you
an
wanted
old
me to
cartoon
say.
or something.
So you were game if she was game, basically.
I couldn't say 100% that I would.
What percent could you say?
I would say it was more like a 50-50.
A 50-50.
Ah.
So maybe you'd have sex with her, maybe not.
Yeah.
This is the part where I say...
Depends
I'm
on how that
Chris
Mike's
Hansen,
Hard Lemonade's
Dateline
hitting.
NBC, and the cameras come out, and we ask if there's anything else you want to tell us. So if there's anything else you want us to know, we'd like to hear it.
No, not really. It's just, you know, I ain't really.
Thanks to the Prime Nola.
I mean, if I
It was
I
alright,
realize I
Bryson.
made coming here was a mistake, but good thing that it didn't progress to nothing further.
It was a good thing that we were here and a 13-year-old girl was not.
Right. I'm not gonna say that anything would happen, but it just, I don't know. I just apologize if I offended anybody, but.
You have the right to remain silent. You understand
Alright.
that?
So this guy knew it was a setup and still came. That's rough,
In
man.
every